Good evening. Or morning, or afternoon, or dusk. It's all a matter of perspective, really. Regardless as to your belief as to where we stand at the current time of day. Hello, so nice to see you all. Well, not all yet. Anyone behind the front row I can only see from about the waist up. So I guess I can't see all of you. Party is sure, but not all. So can I say I can see all of you when I can't see all of you? So, nice to see you all front row. Nice to see everyone else. That's the thanks you get for getting here, not early enough to get the best seats. And they are the best seats. Some guy was trying to get me here backstage. I don't know why. I mean, he's in a rehearsal with it. Excuse me for a moment. I probably should have brought up the drink because I'm a little high-wired right now. God, I really don't remember rehearsing this. But oh well, gotta finish my first somehow. I should probably take this time to apologize for my appearance. I know I look a little unkempt. I was in a car accident recently. Not tonight, about a week ago now. Some would say that that's enough time to pull yourself together and recover after something like that. But as far as I'm concerned, that's about as much time as it takes to get over something like that. So I should be put back together come tomorrow. Come back then. This is my first time acting. So I hope you'll bear with me. If I don't like it at any point in time, that's probably because I forgot a line. Here, I'll demonstrate what that looks like so that you can be prepared for that. Yeah. This is a one-man show. It's just me. This was a lot to memorize, so please, if I go blank from time to time, don't worry. It's all part of the act. My director, assured me that it was perfectly normal for a show to be like this. God, you're probably wondering what it's all about. And as far as I can tell, it's about this guy who he's had a bad life, and he talks a lot, which I guess that's good if it's a one-man show. As I said, my director assured me that this is perfectly normal, so I kind of just took his word on it. Speaking of my director, great guy, but do any of you realize how incredibly awkward it is rehearsing a one-man show? It's just you, the director, and the stage manager. The stage manager is sitting there, looking at the script, trying to make sure you've got everything memorized, and the director is just staring at you. Just staring. It's horrifying. Any and every little thing that's wrong with you, it's not a fun process. God, I wouldn't recommend it unless you're into torture like that, in which case, acting would be perfect for you. God, so, is that it? This is my first time acting, it's a weird script, and, it's an intimate process getting it here tonight. What else? Oh, there are going to be points in time during the show tonight when I ask some rhetorical questions of the audience. Please feel free to answer them. But don't think you have to voice those answers out loud or anything. I think that's it. If there's anything else, I'll just throw it out there because he was gonna stop me. It's just me up here myself. So on with the show. So what do I have to say for you to have a good time? Should I tell a funny story? A sad one? A story. What kind is up to you? Lightning strikes a tree, and no one's around to see it. Splits it right down the middle. No one's around to put out the fire. Half this tree lives while the other half dies. One half will continue to grow more and more, while the other half decays. These two sides will never gain on each other, and the tree will always be taking and giving from itself. Half of this tree will be beautiful, while the other half, horrible. It's all a matter of where you're looking from. Time doesn't stop for this tree. Nature moves on. Animals come and go from this tree. Squirrels fight over the shade of the beautiful leaves. Birds peck and prod at the dry remains of ashes. Time moves on. It does not care what happened to this tree. It moves on indifferent as it is to everything else. A disaster struck, and no one cared. It's funny, or maybe it's sad. I'm trying to give you guys what you want, but I can't. You know, I can't change who I am, you know, what I say, when I move, when I don't. I'm going to be up here saying the same thing night after night, and you're going to like it. or not. You know, comedy or tragedy. I hope you're enjoying yourselves, you know, with the performance, your lives. I genuinely do mean that. Sometimes it's nice to hear kind words from a stranger. You're all strangers to me, except for my parents, who are here tonight. Hey, Mom, hey, Dad! I had to say that one. They're not actually here. So yeah, how's that weather week been happening? That's a polite thing to ask, right? So much has already been thought and said, and it's kind of hard to be inventive, be unique. 7 billion people, and we're all just using borrowed words, thoughts, and feelings, hand-me-down identities. My dad gave me his words, and my mom her feelings. What did I give myself? Thank you all for not answering these rhetorical questions. Thanks for respecting your fourth wall, whereas I keep breaking mine. Excuse me, I'm just going to quench my thirst. I really need to talk to the guy who gave me this guy. Or no, talk to her. Who gave this to me? They were in all black. It was really dark back there. I don't remember. What's that? Hey! Hey, would it be good to buy something off the top shelf for once? I know I'm an actor, but I treat the show got a couple extra bucks for me. They say two things are for certain in life. Death and taxes. Seems hardly fair. There are so many ways to die, while there's only one way to live. What's the point in this? In me standing here, saying these things? Why would I have put forth the time and effort into memorizing this? In the hopes to entertain you? What is the point in that? I guess that's up to you to decide. Where does the time go? I guess it flies, so they say. When you're having fun, at least, you know, I hope you're having fun. I've been coming to the theater for years, mainly to support friends, but occasionally I see something I like. Every now and again, I I see a play or a musical that really makes me think, not about the performance or the script or anything, but about all the work that goes into it. I used to wonder during plays, I wonder about the lights and, why they're pointed the way they are. I wonder about the set. What story is the set telling us? This one, for example, what does this all tell us? What I wonder about the most is the actors. How much of the show is real? I mean, some of it's got to be, right? Right? Or else, what's the point in going to the theater? I think it has something to do with why us actors get up here and put on a show for you. It might be the story that the playwright intended, because, we're telling you a story. It might be that story that the playwright intended, but it probably isn't. God, ow. Sorry, I still have a little whiplash from when the guy hit me. They say this can come and go for years, so I guess I'm looking forward to it. The guy who hit me is a real ass. Dude ran a red light. Really, really rude. But I lived, didn't I? I guess you're all probably wondering about this character. He seems a little off, a little weird. Truth be told, at the beginning of the story, there's this big opening monologue that describes why this guy is the way he is. And truth be told again, when I came out here and I saw that I was about to perform for people, I skipped it. I skipped the opening monologue. Y'all had no idea how I did it. Until I told you. Good one. Alright, I'm going to double back and do that first bit. And then jump back to where we are in the story. So please all just pretend that I didn't tell you that I skipped it. Jesus Christ. Hello all. My name is Max. I never went to college and I dropped out of high school. Growing up, I moved 13 times. Not moving houses either, but moving homes, moving across the country each time. Having to relearn the accent I should speak with, the lingo I should use. For example, what do you call it when two buildings are opposite one another on street corners? I call it catty corner. The people out east call it kitty corner. And the people down in Texas call it the one next to the gun store. 13 times is a lot, especially when you're split between parents. Mom went one way, Dad went the other. They flipped a coin each year to see who got them. The truth is stranger than fiction. Moving 13 times, I never made a lot of friends. I wasn't good at it. I was really good at making people think we were friends. I got good at conning them. You'd be amazed at how much someone would bet on a coin toss. $10, their kid. I ran away when I realized that this is not normal behavior. To the mountains, where the trees touch the sky, and the people are foolish enough to try and touch the sky as well. First thing I noticed about the mountains is rain. It rains different in the mountains, sideways and up. It's as if that's how the rain's supposed to travel, and it's putting on a spectacle for those of us watching. The clouds seem confused. We're so close. Excuse me. Hey! Hey man! Hey lady! Hey, give me off a beer! Oh, never mind, I found it! This stuff truly is terrible, but I gotta fix myself over somehow. God, you know, it's weird. Before I came on tonight, it was buzzing with activity back there. People getting dressed, stage hands running around dressed in black. That's just empty. It's like I'm the only one here. Are any of you here tonight with me on this beautiful evening? How many of you are at home with your bills, your pets, your life? How many of you left your troubles at the door and came out for a quality night of theater? We go out to avoid our problems. Tell me, the last time you went to see a movie, was it to go out or was it to be reminded of your problems? We go to the movies to see life depicted bigger and brighter than it can ever possibly be. But anytime you go to the theater nowadays, it's all depressing. Marital disputes, soldiers suffering from being a soldier. Who's going to get the house when Dad dies? It's all very real, and I find it hard to watch. But I suppose these are the shows people enjoy nowadays. Otherwise, theater wouldn't be selling as well as it is. Theater teaches you to be happy with what you have, because it could always be worse. You could be a pair of star-crossed lovers, doomed to die. Or a salesman, doomed to die. I think that's why people like fiction. No one ever dies. Sure, both Romeo and Juliet take the big sleep at the end of the night. But by the next night, they're resurrected, born to die again and again and again. Romeo and Juliet will both be dying long after you and I are dust. I suppose cheating death is the magic of theater. I'm so sorry. God, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I just got so dizzy there for a moment. God, like when you stand up too fast. Please, when the show's over, be careful. I wouldn't want you to end up like me. Whew. God, where was I? Anyone? Thanks. So I told you about this character through the playwright's words, but I never told you about myself. My name's also Max, incidentally. Growing up, I didn't really move a lot. I stuck to the same town, went to the same school as all my friends, all the way through high school. I graduated, went to college, and I decided it wasn't for me. I dropped out. I got a job, and moved, and then I got a better job, and then I auditioned for this, and now we're here. Oh, and I got hit by a car. That one happened. Only a minor road bump. Other than that, I've had a pretty normal life. A nice life, a good life. So why am I here acting? Well, I'm glad you asked. Truth be told, I auditioned for this because I was told there'd be women. A friend of mine who does a lot of acting, he told me that if you want to meet women, theater's the place to be. All of them are hot, and all the guys are gay, so... I'm straight, you gotta wait for a chance. The friend who told me this is gay, incidentally. So yeah, I just Googled auditions in my area, and I saw that this theater was having auditions for a season. So obviously I ran out, got a haircut, and I auditioned. They told me I had a great audition. disappointed with what they ended up with. but yeah, I thought I was set. I had a great audition. They had all these really cool shows in the lineup. I was bound to be the hot lady. But here I am. Alone. Doing a one-man show. By myself. No women. Major bummer. I completely lost track of where I was. Whenever I came out and I skipped the first few pages, I haven't really been able to tell, which way's up. There are a bunch of speeches and scenes from that other guy, but I just can't seem to remember any of them. It can't be the beer. There's only like one and a half. Like a third. There was this other speech that I really did like. God, it was about how we're all tin men walking around with steel skeletons, straw flesh. God, I just loved it. I wish I could remember it. God damn it, Adam. God, this is getting ridiculous. Oh. That's funny. I can't seem to find my pulse. or my heart. Death doesn't occur like you'd expect. Death is quick. People think of death in hospital beds. Long periods of time where you suffer and wither away. That's dying. Dying is long and painful and happens the moment we are born. Death is different. Death is instantaneous. Your brain realizes it's reached its expiration date and it fires on all cylinders. You feel free and happy. Some say they died and come back to life. Others claim their lives flash before their eyes. That's not how death works. When you die, you create the world you live in. I hear screaming. If we spirits have offended, think but this, and all is mended. No, that's not me saying that. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your pity. God, my head hurts. My head hurts. To be or not to be, that question has been done a bit to death, hasn't it? Someone help me! Where does the line between the character and the actor begin? At the end of each night, the actor has to take part of the character home. How much of the actor goes back with the character? How much of the character goes back with the actor? Each night, some actor has to die. That has to take something out of them. First I found out there aren't going to be any hot ladies in the show, and now I'm dead. God, what a day I've been coming. Are you there, God? It's me, Max. I remember. It's funny, the things you remember. Not your life flashing before your eyes, but everything. Right up until the end. I remember picking up my keys. I remember getting in the car. I remember driving down the street. I'm on my way to rehearsal. I take a left, a right, a straightaway. I pull up to the red light. Everything is so clear, so precise, so perfect. I remember everything exact detail. The clock on my dashboard reads 6:27 p.m. It's a beautiful day with the sun setting. It's as if the world is daring to just stop and relax. For just 3 seconds, my life's in order. And then, green, lights, glass, 1,000 paper cuts. My face feels warm. It's like being covered in blankets. And it's funny, that's not how I remember my face feeling. How did I get in the passenger seat? Who's screaming? Is that me? No, I think the driver. I'm sorry. What for? I feel fine. Really warm. It's actually pretty comfortable. I'm sorry. My rear view mirror's on the ground. That's funny. That's not where that goes. Blood drips like sweat. I'm sorry. Who's saying that? Is that me? I probably shouldn't be. I'm sorry. Blood tastes like copper. Someone's telling me to stay in the car. Don't move, please. No. I'm just so tired. My head. Stay with me, please. No. Oh God, warm. Comfort. Stay with me. Blood. Stay with me. Pain. Stay. No. Warm. Comfort. Tired. This isn't so bad. I can finally relax now. People say it's funny how life works. Well, it's funny how death works.